Hi, everybody. So I am Amy Blackburn Dreyer, and I am the owner of Amy Whole Health, Whole Food for a Whole Life. And I'm going to present this evening a little quick video on Smoothie Basics. I am a firm advocate of smoothies. I have a background, I'm a certified health coach through the Institute of Integrative Nutrition, but more recently, I've gotten extended education. I'm a hormone health specialist, as well as I'm just recently completed the Whole Journeys Gut Thrive in 5 Health Practitioner Program. And throughout all of my education and schooling, smoothies have been discussed and part of the must-haves, so to speak, when it comes to optimal well-being. It's not that you have to drink smoothies or make them part of your everyday routine. And if you don't, you're not going to have optimal wellness. But what I mean by that, and this is what we'll go over, it makes getting what the body needs way more convenient. And so when you're talking about adrenal, gut, and thyroid health, which is what my background is primarily in, anytime those particular, the thyroid, the gut, or the adrenals are stressed out, depleted, or compromised, we need what we are eating to be easily digested and easily absorbed, because the body just doesn't have the energy to break the food down as efficiently and effectively, and to absorb the nutrients. Because when we are in a state of burnout, we have to use food as much as we can to give our bodies the energy that it's lacking. So we really don't want meals that are hard to digest. So smoothies are the perfect way to get some really good nourishment into the body without stressing it out. So I'm going to go through a little presentation, and it will kind of give you a little bit more background on what I just was pretty much discussing, but on a more simplistic way, level. Okay, so I got a screen share. Okay, so Smoothie Basics. I mean, how can you not like smoothies when they have such oftentimes beautiful colors, that they make them look like a little milkshake? So again, my name is Amy, and as I already told you, I'm the proud owner of Amy Whole Health Coaching and a certified health coach. I help people to detoxify their bodies and learn how to eat healthy foods and improve their digestive function. So as I just said, I just finished the Gut Thrive in 5 Health Practitioner Program, and I took some case studies through the program, currently taking one. And I'm telling you guys, like, just when your gut is healthier, your overall body, your mind, your energy, your life improves dramatically, not traumatically. And by detoxifying the body of all the bad stuff and allowing your body to start taking in the good stuff, you will see an improvement in the quality of life. Because I think that's when we talk about health, and so many people focus on weight loss. You really want to focus on health gaining. And sometimes when you lose some weight, yes, it adds a little more health to your body, but I truly try to not have the focus on weight loss as much as it is on getting the bad stuff out of your actual body by nourishing it and putting all the good stuff in, because the body will take care of itself as it needs to. So when we talk about bad stuff, all the toxic chemicals and foods, hair care, skin products, and all those kind of things, and the added sugars, we want to get as much of that stuff out. And when we detoxify our bodies with the proper foods, exercise, meditation, and those kind of things, you're going to start to notice your quality of life improves. So today, you're going to learn how smoothies can improve your health and how simple it really can be as really the first step. If you're overwhelmed with adding healthy practices into your everyday lifestyle, just start adding a smoothie. And one thing I learned in my Gut Thrive and 5 health practitioner program is, and an adrenal program, is by starting your day off with a protein smoothie that has about 30 grams of quality protein, you are setting up your metabolic profile for the entire rest of your day. So what does that mean? You are giving your body the energy, the nutrients, the protein, the fat, the carbs to balance your blood sugar and your insulin levels, which is key to balancing all the other hormones, cortisol being one, which is your stress hormone. And when you're giving your body what it needs from the very start of the day, you're going to keep those stress response hormones down and right here. And then your body's going to be able to run efficiently. And you're by keeping your blood sugar stable, you are naturally going to have some weight management. So a smoothie with about 30 grams of protein right away is going to stabilize insulin and blood sugar to hold you over for probably about 4 to 6 hours, depending on activity level. And by doing that, you're allowing your body to rest and digest the foods in a smaller quantity, so that they're being used and they're not being stored as fat ever. So smoothies are a great addition to your morning routine. So when our body does not have important nutrients that it needs, the body cannot metabolize foods properly. And we tend to experience the following. So we need the nutrients to break down the food properly: weight gain, exhaustion, belly bloat, IBS, or constipation. Belly bloat, IBS, constipation. IBS is now being called more commonly SIBO, small intestine bacterial overgrowth. But so many people are like, you have IBS, it's never going to go away. That's a whole nother topic of conversation. But think of it as SIBO, small intestine bacterial overgrowth. You just have to get to the root cause of the bacterial overgrowth, which causes belly bloat and constipation. Low energy stamina, low energy and low stamina, and low sex drive. So when our body does not have important nutrients that it needs to metabolize foods, you might experience all of those. Okay, so when I say 30 grams of protein in a protein smoothie first thing in the morning, you are setting up your metabolic profile for the rest of the day. Smoothies help you to pack in a lot of nutrients all at once. They're easy to digest. So again, when you struggle with energy, fatigue, depleted adrenals, low thyroid functioning, you can't eat big, large meals that are so hard to digest. Like think about like nuts and seeds. Those are hard to digest. Animal proteins, those kind of things, like meats and stuff. Sometimes those are hard to digest. So smoothies offer you the nutrients, but by it being like a liquid, it's so much easier on the body. Therefore, you're not using up all your energy just simply to digest the food. You're going to absorb the nutrition and absorb the energy. So that's really a key benefit to a smoothie first thing in the morning. Increases the energy and kicks sugar cravings. So when you give your body all these nutrients, the body sends a signal from the stomach, from the brain to the stomach, or the stomach to the brain, that it's full. And you're going to naturally crave sugar less because it received what it needs. The reason why we can eat a ton of sugar at once, pretzels, even white flour products that convert to sugar very quickly, and spike the sugar level in your blood, is because the body didn't get nutrients. It didn't get what it needs to function. So it keeps telling your brain keeps telling your body, or your body keeps, I'm getting that mixed up tonight. Your body keeps sending signals to you, I need nutrition, I need food. So you keep eating, but as long as you keep eating the wrong foods, you're going to continue to have those signals, I need food. So you really want nutrient-dense meals and snacks to avoid sugar cravings. Smoothies are chock full of vitamins, enzymes, and minerals. All of those super important, especially live enzymes. If you hear that you should be drinking lemon water first thing in the morning, it's because lemon water, the lemon has those live enzymes to start helping the digestion. And on a different note, lemon water first thing in the morning flushes out the acid that built up into our joints overnight. So it's getting rid of some acid buildup, allowing for the system to be a little more alkaline. And an acidic system, which is more from sugar, animal meats, those kind of things that are more acidic, and a more acidic environment in your body is it provides the environment that cancer cells can thrive in. So you want a little bit more alkaline of a body. And so lemon water first thing in the morning and these enzymes and vitamins and minerals in general are going to allow for a little bit more alkaline of an internally a more alkaline environment. Smoothies are easy to digest, just like what I was talking about, which means optimal assimilation of nutrients. Great for stabilizing blood sugar. You will see each smoothie here that I present to you this evening has a healthy fat, and fat is key for blood sugar stabilization. But don't go overboard on the fat. You only need like a tablespoon, depending on the fats that you use, you only need a minimal amount. A fabulous way to consume a variety of different fruits or vegetables all at one time. More veggies than fruits. Terrific for cleansing the body of toxicity, because a lot of the ingredients that you're putting into a smoothie, your greens have very purifying, and they naturally purify your blood and cleanse the liver. So they're very supportive for liver health. You think about ginger, digestive health, they help your digestion. Turmeric, you can throw turmeric in there and you will not taste it. Anti-inflammatory, bacteria, it helps digestion and anti-inflammatory. So many that you can put in. Berries, anti-inflammatory. What else? I usually stick with low glycemic index fruits such as berries. It's just easier to digest when you're combining. One thing with, if you're going to use a protein powder, I would recommend do not use pea proteins with fruit so much, because peas are basically a legume, starchy, and starches with fruit can ferment in the stomach and sometimes cause bloating and are a little bit more difficult to digest. So rule of thumb with pea proteins, be careful of berries would probably be your better fruit to combine with pea protein. You just want to eliminate, you don't want to combine starches with fruit in general. We're terrific for cleansing the body of toxicity, and an easy way to add more fiber to your diet for optimal bowel function. Again, making it a great reason why to start your day with them, to just get your digestive system flowing. So again, they offer the fiber for digestive health, but they offer the nutrients and the greens and the berries and the color of the fruits are very high in antioxidants. So it keeps your inflammation, your inflammatory markers down. And then, like I said, like the greens contain a lot of chlorophyll, which are very purifying for the blood. Okay, so the skinny on smoothies, just look at that. Those look so good, right? Smoothies give you energy. Smoothies help you sleep better because, again, I'm going to go back to that 30 grams of protein first thing in the morning. Sets your metabolic profile up for the rest of the day and allows for better sleep at night. Smoothies help you lose weight. So why blend your smoothie? The health of your body depends on your digestion, gut health. When you blend your foods, you're supporting digestion. Your body does not have to work so hard to break down the nutrients as they are in a pre-digestible state, as I just stated. Did you know that 80% of your energy is spent digesting and assimilating your nutrients? 80% of your energy is spent digesting and assimilating your nutrients. So going back to, if you struggle with adrenal issues or gut issues, and adrenal issues in particular, you really don't want to be eating a lot of foods that are hard to digest, because you'll end up feeling tired and exhausted consistently, and you're never going to really rebuild and restore those adrenals. So you want easily digestible foods for a better part of an adrenal dysfunction healing type program. Instead of having to prepare and eat a cup after cup of healthy greens or fruits, you are packing them into one nutrient-dense smoothie. What blenders to use? A lot of people ask these questions. A Vitamix is awesome, but they can be expensive. So again, if you have the means and you plan to use smoothies and make smoothies a lot, you can make soups in Vitamix. It's very versatile. But again, it's to your priority. If it's a priority to you and you have the means, Vitamixes are awesome. Blendtec, similar to Vitamix, a little bit costs, a little bit cheaper. Nutribullet, great alternative. So you'll see there, it's going from 500 to 350 to 99. To be honest, you guys, I use a blender from Walmart, and I believe mine was like it says right here, 20. It may have even been 17. And I've had something similar to the Vitamix. I had the KitchenAid one, and again, I haven't had it for a few years, so I think I've kind of forgotten. But it made, you're talking about, it blended it wonderfully down to you could taste the flavors just a little bit more. It definitely brought out, it was more flavorful. 5 smoothie tips. Okay, so first, choose the liquid. Water, coconut water is really good. The reason why coconut water is often encouraged in gut healing programs, adrenal programs, because it is the closest thing to the natural electrolytes of your blood profile. So it's very high in electrolytes, but it's closest to your human blood electrolytes. So I found that to be very interesting. Or dairy-free milk. Kind of steer clear of dairy because it's inflammatory. Choose your greens. So you can go with kale, but make sure your kale is organic. That is one of the foods, definitely all of these. Make sure they are organic, because if you're buying inorganic, they're loaded with so many pesticides that you're going against the benefits of cleansing your system. We learned something else about kale that he just went over and over. Kale and spinach, all of those, really, your greens, you must go organic. Choose your fruit: banana, apple, berries, mango, or leave out the fruit. That's up to you. I can do a basic lemon. I can leave out any of the fruit, and I can have like lemon and lime, a little lower on the glycemic level. And I've come to like that. But if you're new to these, you need a banana, to be honest. Start with a banana, because even these other ones are going to leave a little bit like a banana adds that just enough sweetness to start getting you used to a smoothie, and then you can start weeding out the fruits to a certain degree. But again, depending on your lifestyle, if you're super active or you're in a state of adrenal dysfunction, you need 2 pieces of fruit a day. Keto can be good for a very short period of time, never more than 3 weeks, because then eventually your thyroid function will start to get compromised, and it can go against the well-being of your body. But again, those are things that would be discussed, in a different situation. But choose your fat and protein. Hemp seeds, wonderful, because they provide omega-3 fatty acids. We're normally a little too high in the omega-6s, which are oftentimes your inflammatory oils. But it's also your nuts and seeds are omega-6s, We tend to steer too high on that end and too low on the omega-3s, but hemp seeds are great for omega-3s. Hemp protein, nut butters, avocado, coconut oil, one of the best saturated fats for your body, because the liver needs it to detoxify. It needs a healthy saturated fat to detoxify your body effectively. Again, you can't go overboard on some of this. There have been different, research on coconut oil, but it's one of the most bioavailable forms of an anti-inflammatory saturated fat that is needed for hormones and producing your hormones. But as always, see how your body responds. Flax and chia seeds, just like hemp seeds, if you're going to be using any healthy fats, hemp seeds, flax seeds, chia seeds, great options because they're high in omega-3s. It's actually better to go with those more than it is nut butters. Add a superfood, maca, raw cacao, bee pollen, which I've never done that. I need to try that. Shredded coconut, goji berries, camu camu. Camu camu is really good for adrenal issues and for balancing those hormones, or any other of your choosing. And again, those would be 5 if you want a really power-packed smoothie. Choose the liquid, the greens, the fruit, the fat, and then add a little superfood if you want. But the liquid, the greens, the fruit, and the fat and the protein gives you your fat, your protein, and your carb combination, which every meal and snack should have all 3. You don't want to eat strictly a carb alone. Oftentimes, fruit could be one of those things because fruit requires different digestive enzymes. And so when you're combining fruit with other things, it can cause fermentation in the stomach if it's competing for being digested. And so that's why fruit's just one of those things that sometimes you can eat that alone. And if you're eating the peeling of an apple or whatnot, you're getting the fiber, it breaks down the fruit and into the sugar a little bit slower. So you're not going to have a spike. But in general, carb, fat, and protein, super important. Smoothies and immunity. When our bodies have the proper nutritional foundation, this in turn supports our immune system. Smoothies are an excellent source of a multitude of vitamins and nutrients in just one simple glass per day. Increasing fruit and vegetables that are high in antioxidants, think bright, vibrant colors, antioxidants, will boost immunity as well. The darker the color, the more antioxidants. Another food that I add into my smoothie, beets. They are such a very good food for liver cleansing and blood purification, which they're high in nitric oxide. So that's really good for vessel health, blood, heart health. And I don't taste it. I have a protein powder. So as long as I have a good protein powder, I don't taste the beets at all. I just benefit from them. But I think the key is get frozen beets. I get mine at Sprouts. I think it's Cascadian Farms. Frozen beets, I've tried canned, not the same. You do taste it more. Okay, smoothie benefits, as we talked about, nutrient absorption, decreased food allergies, good digestion, regulated body weight, and reduced inflammation. Think about if you have high internal inflammation, you're talking about an environment that is conducive to disease and cancer, basically. Smoothie add-ins. You can add in wheatgrass, hemp seeds, camu camu, shredded coconut, coconut oil, hemp protein, pea protein, Sun Warrior protein. That's just a brand. I really like their collagen, Sun Warrior collagen protein powder. Maca, raw cacao, and spirulina. Now, I'm going to be honest. Don't go overboard and add in a million ingredients into one smoothie because, again, I think that's hard. It can be a little bit harder for the body to digest. Try to keep them not too much. Try to take those 5 steps and add one from each. Now, to get back to spirulina though, great for blood purification, high in protein. So very good for vegans and vegetarians. It's, in my opinion, it's one of those main really healthy superfoods for detoxification and purifying of the liver and the blood. And ultimately that helps your gut. So bio-individuality is the idea that each of us is different and that no two bodies are alike. Super important to remember. So if your friend lost weight doing this and you're not losing weight, you can't say that you're failing. It's just you have to figure out your own bodies. And this is why it's really important to work in conjunction with a health coach, because they can help you kind of talk through your habits and your daily routine and what might not be working, and help you discover what is working with what might be going against your personal health goal. So again, this is why some people thrive on vegetarian diets while others need meat, and why some people can do 100% raw foods while others need cooked meals in order to attain and maintain optimal health. If you are a cool-bodied person by nature, you can add warming spices to your smoothie to improve digestion and nutrient assimilation. So what that means, are you somebody who gets really cold when you eat a salad or drink a smoothie? That's me. That means you have a cooled body naturally. So adding some cinnamon in might help warm the system. I add cinnamon and I add turmeric and I add ginger powders, spices to mine each day. So I'm getting the anti-inflammatory benefits of and digestive aid of all of those ingredients, but it also is warming to the system. So again, here we see, try using cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, turmeric, or cayenne. Cayenne adds a little kick often. I suggest starting with a dash and then increasing to a half a teaspoon. If you are a warm-bodied person by nature, you can add cooling spices such as mint, cilantro, or cardamom. I add cilantro because, again, it naturally detoxifies heavy metals build up from in your system. Smoothies have helped me in so many ways with fatigue, because again, I've had adrenal dysfunction. So anything that's easier to digest provides me more opportunity to get more energy from the food. Digestive issues, easy. Again, I've had gut, it's all intertwined. Low immunity, anxiety, inability to lose weight. I haven't had that one entirely, but I do have one meal a day is a smoothie. So yeah, skin problems. They are so full of all those really good antioxidants, and all those, just the ingredients alone help reduce internal inflammation and internal oxidative stress. So you're going to age more gracefully. Energy boosting smoothie. So here's an example. You can use a cup of dairy-free milk, or as I said, coconut water, because that has the electrolyte balance most similar to your blood. 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds, a half a banana or avocado, 1 cup spinach, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a tablespoon of ground flaxseed meal or chia seeds. Rotate those because it's good for the body to get different things at different times. Stevia to taste is optional and ice is optional. Honestly, I would definitely have a banana when you're first starting out. Definitely, if you take the banana out, it's going to taste like a plant, to be honest. But you can take this and you can add a protein powder. Currently, I love Four Sigmatics vanilla bean, and that has the added benefits of medicinal mushrooms. So that's a good example, but some people don't want to use all the processed powders, or they don't like the taste of them. So in that situation, definitely the banana, I would have to tell you, because it could be a little bit like plant-based, planty. Digestive health smoothie, 1 cup dairy-free milk, spinach, pineapple, ginger root. That one would taste good. Ginger with pineapple and a little avocado to provide the healthy fat. And avocado is good in omega-3s as well. So if you're looking to improve vitality, ditch those sugar cravings and reduce unwanted allergies, please contact me. I'm going through the 28-day revitalize with a client who just finished the gut program with me. Now we're taking her right into the 28-day revitalize because we went into taking care of the gut right away because we have to kind of get out the bad stuff in order for our body to be ready to take in the nourishment of food properly and to be able to thrive, right? But now we're also going to focus on the whole person. So my 28-day revitalize, I'm going to go through it with her because at the very beginning, you're kind of focusing on why do you want to get healthy? What is your reason? What is your motivation? And you're really going to start to go into internally and to look at, it's a great little ebook for the first week that asks you all these questions, you know, that you have to kind of stop and you have to think, and then you write it down in a journal. And then we're going to be touching on affirmations, and we're just going to be prepping the mind because you have to, I mean, this program is learning to love yourself and that you're taking care of yourself because you love yourself. And it's not to be skinny so you look good on the outside. It's not to lose weight so that people might like you more, you fit in more, depending on how old you are, right? Especially with teenagers this day and age. But I think women in general have, society has put a lot of pressure on us to that if you're thinner, you're prettier, you know, those kind of things. So this program is teaching you that you, in order to get healthy for a lifetime, for sustainable health, you have to start to like yourself and have a healthier relationship with food and yourself. And so we're going to be targeting some of that. It has been proven that a simple whole foods elimination program can do the following. So the 28-day revitalize comes with a recipe guide, suggested meal plan that's going to provide you meals, suggested meals. And again, these would be things we would go over to not get you overwhelmed. Because I know so often these programs come with like recipe guides and meal plans and say, here, you're on your own. We would be just taking little chunks of information and working together via Zoom and making a plan that we would be working it. I can't think of the word that I want to use, but it would be based on your needs. It would be made an individual. We would be taking this overall program and individual, making it more for you, catering it to you. That's still not the word I'm looking for. But by doing this program, you may reduce belly bloat, food allergies, and improve sleep. If you currently have a food sensitivity issue, this program removes a lot of the common allergens. It doesn't mean if you're allergic to food, you can never have that, right, in the future. If you have a sensitivity, it doesn't mean you cannot have that food forever. It just means you need to get your inflammatory markers down. And then eventually you might have absolutely no issues with that food. Oops. So thank you for watching this webinar and joining me to learning more about improving your digestion, happiness, and health. For more information about my program that I just discussed, but I have other ones on my website, that decrease inflammation, improve digestion, and reduce toxicity. So you can go to my website, amyblackburn.net, and reach out to me. And my Facebook page is Amy Whole Health, and I have a Facebook group, Healthy Lifestyle Habits with Whole Health or Whole Food. Remember that. But anyway, thank you. Let me escape. Thank you for watching this presentation. And if you want to reach out to me and we can talk about how can we get you started on a program that might help you discover how to eat and live in a way that's sustainable. And it's not about supplements and, you know, and must-haves and never eats and those kind of things. And yeah, reach out to me. And I would love to have a 30-minute discovery session in which we can just chat and I can get more about what you're looking for and I can tell you if I can help you. So anyway, have a wonderful evening And thank you again.